Welcome everyone, this is Lavinia. In today's video, I'm going to be finishing up a card that I'm making for this month's prompt at hashtag Make Art with Martha, which is hosted by Martha Makes Art. On the 20th of each month, she posts a prompt, and I think this is the August-September one, and you can make anything you want with that prompt, and the prompt is sunflower. So I am going to be finishing up this card here in the video. I am using this stamp set that I showed this past Sunday. I had inked that up and showed you, actually this is part of it because I cut some pieces out. So here's a sunflower, and then I used the watering can and a couple of leaves. So this is what I've made so far. So I used some black ink to stamp the sunflower as well as the bee. This is from another stamp set. This time it's stamped out perfectly. And then I cut out some leaves because I wanted something for the sunflower, and I couldn't find a stamp that I really liked. So I used this Cutout Curiosities Botanica collage book. I've done a flip through of this one before, and so what I did is I cut out these leaves and glued them down. And then for the watering can and the leaves, I also took that out of this remnant of the video that I showed previously, and I glued it down. But what I did first, if you can see here, I took an X-Acto knife and I cut the piece of the watering can where the handle is, and I tucked in, so where those leaves are, I cut them. Let me see if I can show you. So this is one whole stamp set, or one whole stamp, so I just cut these. So I would get 3 pieces and I tucked them behind the watering can handle and behind there. So that's what I have. And then what I did is I used some Derwent coloring pencils. My husband found this at a swap meet for 50 cents. He had showed me the picture and I said, go ahead and get them. And I don't know what year they're from, but I did a swatch, but I might just do an unboxing sort of in another video. The only pencil that is not part of the Derwent is this one, but they're just like butter. And so I use these, and Derwent, you know, is a very well-known brand, but I use those pencils to color in the sunflower. I did the stem because I wanted that to show up more. I used the yellow for the bee, and just a little bit here in the center, not sure if you can see that, and then a little bit of a tinge of blue on the wings of the bee. And then what I did is I rounded the corners of this piece here. And so I also have this sentiment called Have a Joyful Day, and I was thinking I would put it here just because there's just this straight edge here, and I thought maybe I would just go ahead and put that right there. And I have these 3 card bases, and this one I made out of a larger piece of cardstock. And first I thought I would put this on here, but it just didn't seem to pop. And then I was going to put it on purple, which I thought looked better. But then when I looked at the green, I think I'm going to go with the green. It just makes the leaves pop and the sunflower and everything else seem to pop a little bit better than the purple. I think this just gets a little bit lost. So let me go ahead. I have my glue here. And I think I'm going to glue this piece down first. This is just Dollar Tree glue, the Jot glue. Could also use the tape if you want. Let me just make sure it's opening the correct way. Just eyeballing it to make sure I have just about this same distance between the top, the bottom, and the sides. I'm just going to go ahead and press down. And if it needs a little bit more glue, I'll go ahead and I'll do that. Pretty cute. Could have used the Fabri-Tac as well. So this is a fun collab. Martha just gives a prompt to use, and you can join in anytime you want. So I've done a couple of these prompts. I knew as soon as she said sunflower that I was going to go ahead and use this stamp set. And now I'm just going to go ahead and glue down this sentiment right here. I think I'll put it right there. And so that's my card. Everyone, I'm wishing you a joyful day. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye.